James Green, Short Sarah Shenanigans. Part 2 to the power feed modification install for the Bridgeport. So, in the other video, talked about what we have to do, and first thing we're going to do is get started because we want to reuse this one collet here that is pinned to this shaft. Now, at first I thought about maybe reusing the shaft. It's not going to work, but we do. I tried to drive the pin out, even again, in between videos. It's in there. So, rather than because I don't have a lot of brooches, I've got some oddball size ones. I don't have a complete brooch set. And so rather than go through and do all that, I'm going to salvage this off here. And what I am going to have to do, one thing I know I'm going to have to shorten up this collar a little bit on the end because it sticks out a little proud for the bracket, and that's an easy fix. So we've got our V-blocks in here. I don't have it super tight yet. We're going to be using a 9/64 drill. I checked that on the size. It's small enough in the hole that it should go ahead and get everything out. So using the drill hog bits, guys, I've been a fan of them. Again, I've bought all the bits. I'm a big fan of them. They've got a lot of neat stuff. Check them out. So we're going to go ahead. I've got a V-block underneath here. I'll zoom the camera in, kind of get you guys so you can see what's going on. And again, you know me, live unedited. As it happens, let's hope everything goes well and we don't break any bits. So there we go. We'll go ahead and zoom in just a little bit here so you can see what we got going on. A little of the drilling action here. And you can see the setup. Okay, I've got a V-block underneath and one on the top. And again, we've still got this a little loose. We're just going to come up here and make sure we're where we want to be. Getting close first. I'd rather get close like this before I just, since I don't have the hand, I got it on the left side, and we did already check earlier. We had just kind of moved it a little bit for filming purposes. So we've got a V underneath, a V-block on the side. Again, it always pays to have other V-blocks handy. And I've already got the table locked down. X, Y, and Z are locked. So, alright. We are now locked in. And let's see, what speeds are we at? We are 11:55 on the speed. Don't know if that's too fast. We're going to find out, and we're just going to, because I know this is tough material, I'm going to use the Anchor Lube. I'm a big fan of this stuff right here, guys. Doesn't take a whole lot, but I know on this application it's going to be tough. And I've got the garage, the reason I like this, I got the garage door down. I don't want to make a lot of smoke with sulfur-based oil. So it's always handy to have, you know, that brush has been out for a week, so it's kind of gunky. So we're going to put, and I'm using an Albrecht chuck on here because my other chuck, they won't go down small enough to hold a small bit. So we're going to go ahead and, there we go. We're going to put some, doesn't take much. You can actually just squirt it right on the bit. Get in here, get a little bit down. We'll even get some down in the hole, and I'm sure we'll have to add more as we go. Okay, so get it down in there, get the bit coated with it. I could run fluid coolant, but you know, I want you guys to be able to see what's going on here. So apply as needed. Okay, but we've still got our oil handy. We may add some as we're going along. We got our Eagle oiler handy, and let's go. like we're having luck. Just a little bit of regular oil. Through the other side. We just don't want to break the bit. So that was a lot softer than what I thought it was going to be. I'm going to get the rest of this. Too many things in here. Too many things. Trying to have a way cover and all this. I'm going to make a different holder for my light. Again, this is all I have for it. As a matter of fact, I'm just going to pull that off out of the way. There. There. Just to kind of catch chips. That's primarily all that's for anyway. And this isn't the best light, but I've had it for a while, but it soon will be replaced. So there we go, we're through. We'll get a little air in here. I'm gonna back you guys out a little bit. So yeah. Don't waste your money on one of those if you see them. I've had it, it works okay. I moved it over here to use it on this mill because I needed lighting. Again, don't waste your money on one of those. It's not worth it. Yeah, the little double boost lights, those work great, you know, but for general coverage lighting. So let me go ahead and take this out of here. So we were going through there pretty good. Oh yeah, I can already tell that shaft is moving inside there. So since we're clamped in, let's just see if it's going to move. Oh yeah, so there we go. Matter of fact, let me grab one of my punches that I have. I'll try not to move anything too severely here in my drawer with my tools. Yeah, that's going to tap right out. Nothing severe. So we came out as advertised. Good, and there's even, well, we got off on the hole on this a little bit, and that's fine. Again, that's probably going to end up going in a scrap bucket. More than likely. Alright. Okay. Because we were drilling off to the side and it was starting to go through a little bit. We're going to actually line up on it a little better now that we can see and get the hole drilled correctly. Actually, what I'll probably do is I'll just come in from the top. Why? Because I can. Rather than try to feed the bit all the way through because it was getting to where it just wasn't quite long enough. And all right. Actually, what I need to do first, because there's no hole on that one, is I need to come in here with a starter bit. Make sure we're lined up. Okay. Clunk. There we go. All right. Our V-block slipped is what that pop was. I was like, what in the world? Now what? Okay. Yeah, so we didn't have our V-block centered up. So we're good, we're locked. Come in here, get a little start on this. Yeah, we're right there close on the hole. You can see it just start to come through, so it's not even going to take much. But we will go through with the correct size drill bit. Push off the side, so like that. But that's how it is. So it will work for right now. Matter of fact, well, actually, what I need to do is I need to go to the larger size because I was going just small enough to where I didn't have to over drill anything. So actually, we need to step up to the next size, and we'll do that. We'll actually come in through the other side and get everything as straight as it should be. So we're going to move up to I'm actually going to put in a 5/32 hole all the way through that. And we're going to turn this around. Blow this stuff out. When we're coming through, we are lined up, because I can tell we are not lined up as we should be. So I will get, so that way when we come through we are correct, and we'll make us a pin. You know, this will be one of those deals where, you know, it'll have a spring pin in it, and I've got a large selection of spring pins. I don't know if you can see over my shoulder or not. Sorry. Okay. Get that locked in. This is how my projects go. I may have to drop my table down a little bit. Yeah, let me drop the table down. There we go. Okay. All right. Unlock the table. We're going to move things a little bit. Okay, that looks good. Lock the table down. Clunk. All right. See, that mill started doing that. I don't know what that is. You saw I hit the power. It's done that that's like the third time now. So I don't know if I've got a static converter going bad. I'm glad it did it on camera. Some of you guys will say, oh, that is, I don't know if I got a static converter going bad or I've got brushes that are fixed to go. That just started that day before yesterday. This is like the third time it's done it, so let's see. Not good. See, this is what I was afraid of. This is what I knew would probably happen when you move equipment. And yeah, it was a good deal, is I wanted to run that, I don't know what it is. Awesome. Well, let's unplug it and plug it back in and see if it'll correct itself. Interesting. Alright. Alright. Nope. Lovely. So there you go. You know me, live and unedited. I hate this when this happens. This is my life. Lovely, lovely. I don't know if like brush is going bad or what. Let's tap on it with a. Let's see if the motor's warm. No. I don't smell anything. I hear the motor humming. I bet I got brushes fixing to go out. I bet I have brushes fixing to go out. So guess what? Yours truly is probably going to be doing a video on how to change brushes in a Bridgeport motor. I just tapped on it, so there we go. And as far as, I don't know if that thing's ever been apart, so now we know. Order brush, well, I'll have to take it apart, find out what it needs, order parts. The reason I stopped is I looked in there and I saw this. I'll move the camera down. You'll see, I'll push it off this side. It was the little piece that was in here. Oh, scooped it up. So there we go, that fell out. So that was what we drilled out a while ago. And you can see it. Whoop. So we got pretty centered up on it. I mean, that's all that's left of the... So that's why I stopped and pulled out, because when I saw that down there. Now we're going to continue on and drill all the way through the bottom. And it went all the way through. Let's wipe it out. Push that down through there to take a look, see if I can see the bit underneath, just to make, oh yeah, I can see I pushed it out. Okay, so it's out. Pull the bit out of the way, which is good. That's what we wanted. I will back the camera up. Whoop, sorry about that. You can see on that piece I got pretty much dead center on it. Clunk. Okay. Objective achieved. Yeah, you can see. There we go. The other piece. We just got off of it initially a little bit. So there we go. Moving right along. So now, yeah, the hole is just a little big on one side, but we've got a lot of spring pins that'll fit. And if I have to up drill this a little more to find a selected drill pin that'll work, then we will do that. Matter of fact, rinse this out. Just to get a look. Yep, that'll work. Okay, so interesting. There you go. My life in a nutshell. So, didn't want to take third, but this is my life again. A lot of this stuff that's going to be quick and easy, I'm not going to show on video, but I will try to show the bulk of it and describe later what I've done. Again, for me, trying to just show every little detail, every little thing, because of how I do my videos. My time is valuable. I don't have a lot of time to edit stuff, so that's why I do choose to do it the way I do. I've got a book here from the people I got the wipers from, and they have parts, quite a bit of parts. Matter of fact, you guys might know about them. They're online. Medico out of Broadview Heights, Ohio. Okay. Let's see, and I like their catalog that they sent. They got phase converters and stuff like that. Parts that you need, drawbar, replacement drawbars, motors. Let's see, motor cover, Bridgeport head motor parts. They got exploded views in here, handle sphere vices, exploded views of the other parts that you need. The other parts for the mill and part numbers, so you can contact them because they do sell Bridgeport and Bridgeport clone parts. Variable speed top housing assembly. There's, and there's an explosion. That's my receipt. There's an exploded view for that because a variable head speed versus this is going to be different. All the parts in here. This is the exact same exploded view that was in the other manual for everything you ever want to know about working on that head in here. The part that I actually replaced was part number 70, which they call in here. It was the overload clutch itself. I had to remove you have to take the overload clutch assembly out, but it was actually the overload clutch. That's the piece that broke. So I didn't get it from them. I actually got it from somebody else, but no complaints. Even if you want to buy a whole head, they have just the heads up here and complete mills. So again, I ordered this. I didn't expect this catalog. It just showed up because I had ordered mill parts. So we'll see. We may have to get the motor apart and see what we have available. If it's brushes. I mean, that's a pretty common thing. But if I wanted to order a whole motor, I could. And hopefully we don't have to do that. But as you can see, I tapped on it, and as far as I can tell, I glanced at it when I first got it. That looks to be all the original. Matter of fact, that's the original paint up there as far as I can tell. So we'll see how my life goes with used stuff, or anybody's life goes with used stuff. So there we go. We got it out. The shaft is still salvageable. It's perfectly fine. We'll go ahead and knock out the remaining portions of that little pin. But that shaft is just fine. So that will go in with the pile of other stuff. Again, if you guys are interested in the remains of this power feed, if you have one and you want these parts, so if something on yours ever breaks, get a hold of me. I'll make you a banging deal. It's you take it all or none, and it's a smoking deal. It's shipping plus a little bit. Otherwise, like I said, 1 May it goes in the recycle bin. 2016, 1 May it goes in the recycle bin. It will be no more. So there we go. That's end of part 2. Just kind of showing you guys what we got going on, and we're going to move over. I'll pick some material out and we'll start doing some lathe work. Follow me on video 2, James Green Short Series Shenanigans. My public email address if you want to get a hold of me, eagledustoff37@gmail.com. On to the next.